Welcome back to the top 9 stories of 2019, a special presentation of KEZI 9 News.
We are heading to Salem for the 4th top story of 2019 and the chaos that came from the cap-and-trade bill.
11 state Republican senators walked off the job in June because they didn't want to vote on the cap-and-trade bill. When the governor deployed state police to bring them back, Senator Brian Boquist said he wasn't going to be a political prisoner in Oregon.
Send bachelors and come heavily armed. I'm not going to be a political prisoner in the state of Oregon. It's just that simple.
The senators came back 7 days later. The bill that would have forced companies to dramatically cut down on the amount of pollution they put out did not pass, but they did pass the Student Success Act. They passed that bill not long after teachers from all over the state walked out of the classroom to rally in Salem demanding more money. They say Oregon has some of the largest class sizes and lowest graduation rates in the country. School districts are now holding meetings to figure out how to best spend that money starting in the fall. To our third biggest story of the year, the homeless crisis in Eugene.
We have shown you a number of camps this year, but none more massive than this one in the 400 block of Garfield that we caught on our Sky 9 drone. Business owners say they told the squatters to get out right after they set up camp, but they stuck around for more than 6 months. And by the time they were evicted in May, the garbage stretched hundreds of feet.
Business owners fed up with the crime in downtown Eugene made shirts with a strong message for Eugene to wake up. They came up with the idea not long after a homeless woman broke into Elkhorn Brewery, causing thousands of dollars in damage. The owner says she also threw a bottle filled with flammable liquid into the restaurant, and he's fed up.
When are people going to start helping the businesses and stop standing up for the transients? Yeah, they need help. My compassion cup is empty now. Start having some compassion for us. We're business owners.
In the 6 months before that break-in, there were about 80 others in the area. Wake Up Eugene is like a neighborhood watch where business owners look out for one another, and they're also having meetings to try to find solutions.
And a homeless woman who was sleeping in a parking lot in downtown Eugene died in August after she was run over by a garbage truck. The truck was collecting garbage from a dumpster near Oak Alley and 12th Avenue when the driver hit 57-year-old Annette Montero. Number 2, the shooting at Cascade Middle School in Eugene that led to the death of Charlie Landeros.
Police say it started with a custody dispute. The district attorney ruled the officers' use of deadly force was justified, saying the officers feared for their lives. Patty Perlow says that video showed 2 officers trying to arrest the 30-year-old. After a struggle, Landeros pulled out a gun and pointed it at one of the officers. Landeros' child did witness the shooting. Parents told us their kids hid under their desks. They were terrified after they heard gunshots. And in the days following the shooting, protesters held signs up outside the school calling it an assassination.
And now to our top story of the year, and it affected just about everyone who lived in our area.
The huge snowstorm in February. Chief Meteorologist Marissa Walzen is in the Weather Center with a look back at what we went through. Marissa.
Yes, Matt and Renee, it was Sunday, February 24th, when the snow started falling. And by the time people woke up the next day, Mother Nature brought more snow than we've seen in 50 years.
People woke up to more than a foot of snow. And by that night, some saw nearly 3 feet. It would cripple transportation, forcing schools and stores to close. Bus lines, mail, and other services were stopped. Entire towns shut down.
So give it some time for him to maneuver, and then I just heard a big crash.
Branches, limbs, and entire trees were no match for the weight of the snow, falling on houses, cars, and across main roads, cutting towns off from the rest of the world.
It was unlike anything we've ever experienced in the 80 years of the cooperative.
The Douglas Electric Cooperative lost 400 utility poles, 105 miles of power lines, and every single co-op customer in Douglas County was without power. Highway 38 towards Drain and Elkton was impassable due to the number of downed trees. Highway 58 east and west of Oak Ridge was closed as trees crumbled under the weight of the snow. An Amtrak train heading to California was also stranded in Oak Ridge with a large tree blocking its path.
They were like, oh, help is coming. And then like 4 hours later, it was like, they're still coming. And then 4 hours later, it was like, so they're coming, but it's taking a really long time.
After 2 days, the train safely returned back to Eugene. By that time, crews were finally able to open one lane of Highway 58.
We were able to make a lifeline so emergency services get through. people could get to the hospitals.
By the end of the week, both directions of Highway 58 and Highway 38 were reopened. But it took nearly 3 weeks to get the power restored to everyone.
Boy, that was crazy stuff.
That was an amazing journey, and I felt so bad for some of the people that were out for so long without power, but you know, all those crews out there trying to do the job safely, they had to do it safely.
Yep, had to do it the right way. Well, that does it for our special edition of KEZI 9 News. We hope you had a great year. We look forward to bringing you all the latest news, sports, and weather in 2020.
And a reminder, KEZI 9 News is on the go whenever you are, and you can always stay connected 24 hours a day at KEZI.com. You can also sign up to receive our email newsletters and download our mobile app.